Welcome to Growth Group and week 4 of our Unfinished series. My name is still Amanda, and I'm one of the pastors here at Encounter Church. One of my responsibilities is to provide leadership for our growth groups. I'm excited about what God has been doing in and through us this winter semester. We've had the opportunity to participate together in the same unifying and faith-building study that we are calling Unfinished. This 4th week, we are focusing on the little boy who had 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, and believed that he could be used by God. But before your group dives into this week's Sunday morning teaching, I want you to listen to a story from someone within our own congregation who has been allowing God to continue his work within them. After the story, your group will be given the opportunity to discuss the questions and wrestle with the scriptures that are found in your unfinished booklet for week 4. Thanks again for taking the time to gather together as a group to listen and learn about how God can continue his work within you.
I'm Danielle, and I've been at Encounter Church for about a year. Encounter Church has made a difference in my life socially. Before I was coming to Encounter, my life was very lonely. I didn't really have anyone to rely on or to lean on, to confide in. When I first started coming to young adult group at Encounter Church, all of a sudden I had friends. The most positive thing that has impacted me is how I'm valued here. Growing up in the church, I always had the impression that I was valued more for what I could do or what I could provide. Coming to Encounter, the people here value me for who I am. That's the most special thing. I've never felt valued in that way by other Christians. Last spring, I was thinking that I wanted to really start to commit to being part of Encounter Church. And part of that commitment and part of an overall commitment that I've always felt to God is tithing. But growing up, I always knew the importance of tithing. I always understood that it wasn't something that God demanded, but that God asked of us. And it's a good way to show our trust in Him. The difference since I've come to Encounter is that there's more joy than just a default decision or a habit. When I started coming to Encounter Church, I saw what Encounter was doing, and not just what they were doing, but that they were doing it in God's name. So immediately I knew that when I gave, I could give freely and abundantly, and I didn't have any of those worries of, what is this really being used for? I know where it's going, and I couldn't be happier. I would say to anyone who's thinking about beginning that giving journey, you don't have to start big. You can start small, whatever you're comfortable with, and work from there. Generosity for me isn't something I think about so much. I don't think of it as in terms of amounts. It all already belongs to God. Every little thing that I give is just giving back. So I don't see it as belonging to me in the first place. It's my honor to be able to offer it. Coming here to Encounter Church, I've noticed that there's not a whole lot of extra room in the lobby that we've been worshiping in. And that is so exciting to me to think about the possibilities once we're in the unfinished room. I know how big that room is back there, the one that we need to move into. And I'm really excited to hear those voices in that room. I can't imagine. I'm Danielle, and I'm unfinished.